Good morning and welcome to Catex TV. Today is Thursday, August 6, 2015. My name is Matt Bernat, filling in for Frank Fortunato, who's off this week. Typhoon Soudelor yesterday weakened to a medium-strength typhoon and is likely to make landfall in the coastal area between Yilan and Hualien counties, according to the Central Weather Bureau. As of 2 p.m. local time yesterday, the center of the typhoon was located 1,370 kilometers southeast of Taipei and was moving steadily towards Taiwan. It was moving at 22 kilometers per hour with the radius of the storm remaining at 250 kilometers. The Bureau is expected to issue a sea alert at noon local time today, which is expected to then be followed by a land alert later tonight. Although Soudelor appeared to have weakened slightly, the Bureau warned that the typhoon could gain strength due to tomorrow's atmospheric conditions. Bureau forecaster said that the guiding airstream of the Pacific Ocean was clear, which could cause the typhoon to continue moving at a high speed, and that there would not be any drastic change to the typhoon's path. The Weather Forecast Center also said that Soudelor was not being strengthened by humidity from convection clouds in the south. As such, the typhoon's movement would not trigger the southwest airstream, which often leads to torrential rainfall. However, the effects of the southwest wind would be felt after the typhoon passes Taiwan. Meanwhile, the Bureau also reported a rare occurrence of a waterspout 5 kilometers southeast of its observation station on Orchid Island, which lasted about 5 minutes. According to the Bureau, the phenomenon generally occurs when there is strong convection, and the eastern and southern coasts are more likely to witness such an event, although waterspouts have occurred occasionally off the southwest coast as well. The approach of this typhoon comes at a similar time as Typhoon Morakot in 2009, which barreled into Taiwan on August 8th of that year, when the nation celebrates Father's Day. Flash floods caused heavy rain and have killed at least 7 people, including 4 children, in the southern Philippines, officials said Wednesday. 2 others remain missing as of this time. The Regional Office of Civil Defense said that the dead in southern Bukidnon Province, Valencia City, include a 6-month-old girl and 3 other children aged 6 to 9. They drowned Tuesday and their bodies were recovered on Wednesday. Weather Bureau officials warned of possible landslides after 2 weeks of heavy rain in the central and southern regions. Starting Wednesday, the southwest monsoon will be enhanced by Typhoon Soudelor, triggering strong to moderate rains. Soudelor is approaching the Philippines but is not expected to make landfall. United Insurance Holding Corp., also known as UPC Insurance, a coastal and homeowners insurance focused property and casualty holding company, launched a novel collateralized reinsurance facility named Promissum Re earlier this year. It appears that Promissum Re has a lot in common with the sidecar, being fully collateralized by third-party ILS market investors, providing its reinsurance capacity directly to UPC Insurance. However, the structure also acts as a kind of fully third-party funded captive for the insurer, while also allowing a profit share to be paid back to UPC in loss-free years. United likens Promissum Re to the venture launched by reinsurer ACE and BlackRock last year, in fact claiming responsibility for the idea of an internal reinsurance facility, as it had been working on Promissum Re for some time. However, with Promissum Re being a fully collateralized vehicle, it is definitely more akin to a sidecar or quota share type vehicle. United has chosen the Cayman Islands for the sidecar reinsurance vehicle, as a Class C company named Promissum Re SPC Ltd. was registered there on April 28th of 2015. And it's being managed by Horseshoe Services Cayman Limited. The SPC in the name perhaps reflects that the vehicle is being used for segregated portfolio company status, but that has not been confirmed at this time. Promissum Re was originally disclosed in a filing that United made around the June reinsurance renewal period, when it revealed that it had added the vehicle as a reinsurance counterparty for the first time. More information has become available thanks to United's leadership discussing Promissum Re during the insurer's second quarter company earnings call. At the time of the initial filing, United said that it added Promissum Re, a newly formed, fully collateralized reinsurance facility dedicated exclusively to UPC Insurance. It's an interesting third-party reinsurance capital play for a primary insurer like United, allowing the firm to leverage lower cost of third-party capital while also extracting more of the risk premium from the business it underwrote than if it reinsured with another company. The first time that Promissum Re assumed insurance risk from United was on the 1st of June 2015 during that renewal period. American International Group today announced that its mortgage insurance business, United Guaranty Corporation, obtained a $298.9 million of indemnity reinsurance from Munich Re, a Bermuda-domiciled special-purpose insurer for a portfolio of mortgage insurance policies issued from 2009 through the first quarter of 2013. Munich Re is funding its reinsurance obligations through the issuance to these investors of 3 classes of 10-year notes. The ILS transaction closed July 29, 2015, and provides UGC with fully collateralized coverage from Munich Re for potential losses on its MI portfolio. AIG is one of the largest buyers of reinsurance protection backed by capital markets through insurance-linked securities. Over the last several years, AIG has used the ILS market to successfully transfer over $3 billion of risk to the capital markets from its property portfolio through natural catastrophe bonds or cat bonds. The Munich Re transaction expands some of the risk AIG has brought to investors, include mortgage insurance. The industry's largest reinsurer, Munich Re, has lifted its 2015 earnings forecast after its consolidated second quarter profit rose from 762 million euros to 1.1 billion euros. The strong performance prompted the German reinsurer to increase its 2015 full-year profit target from a range of 2.5 billion euros to over 3 billion euros. Gross written premiums rose by 5.2% in the second quarter. The investment result also increased by 6.2%. Munich Re noted that it repurchased about 156 million euros of shares since its April annual general meeting, and that its return on overall equity had totaled 11.7% in the first 6 months of the year. In reinsurance business, the operating result of the second quarter came to 1.4 billion euros, up 69.8% on the 845 million euros recorded in the prior year period, with P&C reinsurance accounting for 790 million euros against the 505 million euros recorded in the same time period of 2014. The combined ratio for the division was 93.3%, bringing the underwriting result back into the black after 101.4% recorded in the prior year period. Munich Re also released reserves of 135 million euros during the quarter, equivalent to 3.1 percentage points of the combined ratio. Overall expenditure for the major losses in quarter two totaled 207 million euros, far lower than the 617 of the prior year. Natural cat losses amounted for 21 million euros, a dramatic reduction from the 291 million euros in the prior year period, while man-made major losses totaled 186 million euros, a decline of 140 million euros from the previous year's total. Zurich today dropped a strong hint that it will go ahead with a bid for RSA after releasing its second quarter results, which showed a 24% fall in profitability. Any deal would need to meet the same hurdles for capital deployment Zurich uses in weighing up all its business opportunities, according to Martin Sen, the Zurich CEO. Last week, following an article in the Financial Times, Zurich confirmed that it was considering a bid for the London-listed insurer, RSA, which some analysts expect could top 50 pence a share. However, in a note published today, Bernstein analyst Thomas Seidel argued that the RSA acquisition would not create significant value for shareholders at the suggested 5.5 billion to 6 billion pound purchase price. Second quarter operating profits at Zurich's general insurance arm fell by 43% to $460 million, as an uptick in losses and expenses led to a nil underwriting result. This was driven in part by a rise of catastrophe losses, which increased 1.1 points year on year to add 3.4 points to the combined ratio. In addition, the quarter two accident ex-cat losses widened from 63.7% to 66.3%, reflecting an uptick in large and attritional claims. Meanwhile, Zurich's general insurance arm also suffered from higher expenses, with the quarter two expense ratio climbing from to 31.6% due to a rise in commissions and other technical expenses. However, this was partially offset by increased reserve releases, which shaved 1.3 points off the combined ratio in quarter two 2015, compared to a 0.1 benefit in quarter two of 2014. The deterioration in quarter two underwriting performance was largely rooted in Zurich's global corporate subsegment, where the combined ratio increased significantly from 97.5% to 106.5%, as the loss ratio worsened by 5.9 points to 82.4%. At the top line, general insurance quarter two gross written premiums declined 8.5% on a reported basis, partly due to unfavorable currency translation effects. However, gross written premium growth was flat on a local currency basis, which Zurich said reflected timing and market pressure. Average general insurance rates were up an average of 1% during the period, with the greatest increases of 4% observed in international markets, while global corporate pricing declined by 1%. An earthquake with a preliminary magnitude report at 5.2 hit eastern Japan on Thursday, but no tsunami warning was issued. The epicenter of the earthquake, which shook buildings in Tokyo, was in Ibaraki Prefecture in eastern Japan, according to the national broadcasters in Japan. As of now, there have been no tsunami warnings issued. No damage or injuries have also been reported at this time. That's the news for today. Thank you for watching. If we have any important breaking news, we'll come back on and tell you. As always, stay tuned to our Twitter account at Catex TV for more news updates. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day, and we will see you tomorrow.